report. Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And we do say happy Friday a lot, so happy Monday.
Happy Monday, I guess. It's going to be a little bit cooler this week, more like fall rather than the summer weather last week.
The change has come.
Yes, it has. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We're chilly this morning. We are in the 40s, some of us even in the upper 30s. 42 degrees in Cooperstown and 41 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Earlville. At this point, we are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A lot of the lake effect showers do look to stay north of us today, but it is possible to see a passing drizzle. It looks dry and mostly cloudy for today. So we are going to be seeing more fall-like weather this week with cloudy skies for most of the week, along with cooler weather, highs just in the 50s. We do have a chance of a few light lake effect showers. Lake effect is going to fuel our weather for this week. So today, expect cloudy skies, temperatures just in the mid-50s, and it will be windy. I will talk more about the chance of rain this week coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. A little update on the fall foliage. We are at our peak up in the North Country and then past peak in Old Forge. Mohawk Valley seeing some color almost near their peak at this point, and it is looking like the Southern Valleys will reach their peak this upcoming weekend. So if you did want to get a head start, especially up in Old Forge, to areas past their peak on raking some leaves, I would say it should be fine this week. It's just going to be a little bit windy today, but there's a very low chance of rain. If anything, we just see a little bit of a drizzle for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Mostly dry, but once again, it is going to be a little bit windy for this week. Still fine to spend time outside if you do have to do anything else. I would say yes for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. It's just going to be cooler with cloudy skies and windy conditions. Gary.
Anna, thanks. If you've never heard of the Mohawk...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies, and we are chilly this morning. This week, it will remain cloudy and on the cooler side. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Cloudy skies, cool conditions this morning. We're not really seeing any rain. The roads should be dry, so it is fine for commuting. Here's a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions in our area, but there is some lake effect rain just to the north of us, and it does look to stay north today because the wind is moving in from the southwest over Lake Ontario, and that's pushing the rain to the north. If anything, we just see a passing drizzle today. We look mostly dry with cloudy skies, and we will stay on the cooler side. Our temperatures this morning are mostly in the 40s, some of us seeing upper 30s, 45 degrees in Whitesboro, 44 degrees in Little Falls, and looking to the south, 44 degrees in Cooperstown, 38 degrees in Skenevis. Highs today look to just reach the mid-50s. So if you were off today for the holiday, Columbus Day, we are going to be a little bit on the cooler side once again. Afternoon, low 50s, evening, mid-50s, and we do look to see mostly cloudy skies. A few peaks of sunshine are possible, and the passing drizzle is also possible. We continue to see this same weather this week. Lake effect really fuels us this week with lake effect clouds through Thursday, even Friday. We see a few peaks of sunshine possible, but it does look like we are seeing more clouds than sun, and there is the chance of a passing, a very light shower for tomorrow, even Wednesday, and into Thursday. It's also going to remain windy this week, and then once again, a passing drizzle is possible today. We do look mostly dry tomorrow and Wednesday, and there is a chance of another passing shower on Thursday. So kind of the theme this week is it's fueled by lake effect. We're seeing cloudy skies and windy conditions because of that, and we cannot rule out a passing shower. So here's what our skycast is showing. More clouds than sun today, a stronger wind coming out of the southwest. We just reached the mid-50s and a few spotty green specks on here, so a passing drizzle is possible. Tonight we will remain cloudy with the low in the 40s. Tomorrow, cloudy skies continue for the day, and it looks like we will be windy as well with highs in the mid-50s once again, and a passing drizzle is possible, but we do look mostly dry for this week. So today, expect cloudy skies, cooler weather compared to last week. We'll just be in the mid-50s, and we will be windy. Tonight, we drop into the 40s with cloudy skies continuing. Mostly cloudy skies continues for tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. highs in the mid to upper 50s. We do see the chance of rain for Thursday and Friday due to a low pressure system to the south of us. And then a low pressure system comes in next weekend bringing us rain. Gary.
Where are our beautiful 7-day forecasts?
It's gone. So last week was summer, this week is fall.
Yep, what a switch it's been.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. The time right now is 5:20. Thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Get that $2 ready.
Yes.
You
I
could be the
should.
winner.
Yes, I want to win.
$1.5 billion.
Yeah, if I win, I won't be here tomorrow, so you'll know.
Okay.
But this week it's going to be a little bit cooler, different than last week, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I
a
like
lot.
the summer weather.
Yeah, a lot different.
Yes. So let's take a look now at the temperatures this morning. If you do like the fall weather, this week is going to be a great week for you. We are going to be a little bit cooler. We're in the 40s this morning, 42 degrees in Cooperstown and 41 degrees in Richfield Springs. Highs for most of this week are just going to be in the 50s. We are dry this morning on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Today we see cloudy skies, the chance of a passing drizzle, but most of that rain from lake effect does stay to the north because our strong southwest wind is pushing it north. So it is going to be more fall-like this week. We continue to see cloudy skies, cooler weather. We'll be in the 50s for this week, and it is going to be windy for most of the week with the chance of light lake effect showers. So today expect cloudy skies, windy conditions, highs just in the 50s. I will talk more about the change in the weather this week coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. People in Rome.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are going to be in the 50s this week, so much different than the 70s and 80s last week, about a 20-degree temperature difference. We'll just be in the mid-50s today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and the upper 50s heading into Thursday and Friday. Next weekend, it looks like we'll be in the low 50s. It's also going to remain on the windier side this week. Our weather is being fueled by lake effects. We are seeing a stronger wind blowing over Lake Ontario, bringing in clouds and the chance of some drizzle, along with this cooler weather, so we will continue to be windy, it looks like, through the rest of this week. So much different than last week. It's going to be more fall-like. Temperatures are actually below average for this time of year. Cloudy skies, the chance of a few light showers as well, especially today, and then heading into Thursday and Friday. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. It is National Menopause Awareness.
The WKTV Tower Cam is... From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies today, and it's going to be cooler and windy, much different than last week. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. We are going to be seeing some cloudy skies to start. A few peaks of sunshine are possible, but if you are commuting anywhere, it should be fine for that. We're seeing dry roadways. We are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. A lot of the lake effect showers we see today are going to stay north of our viewing area. That's because we are seeing a strong wind coming in from the southwest. That's blowing over Lake Ontario and kind of pushing that rain up to the north for today, but a passing drizzle is still going to be possible. We are going to be a lot cooler than last week, about 20 degrees cooler on average. We are going to be in the 40s this morning and just reaching the mid-50s today. 44 degrees in Whitesboro and Little Falls, 47 degrees in Westmoreland, looking to the south, even 38 degrees in Skanevis. So if you do have off today for the holiday, it's going to be fine. It's going to be dry. It's just going to be cloudy, more clouds than sun, cooler and windy. Temperatures just in the low 50s in the afternoon and then in the mid 50s through the evening. We are going to be seeing more clouds than sun today. It's definitely looking more on the overcast sky side, although a few peaks of sunshine are possible. We do see some more peaks of sunshine for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. But this week it is looking like it's getting fueled by lake effect with extra cloud cover coming in along with windy conditions and the chance of even even a few light showers. It is possible to see a passing drizzle today, although it looks mostly dry. We will be mostly dry tomorrow and Wednesday, with the chance of some more drizzle possible Thursday and Friday. So on our Skycast today, more clouds and sun is expected. It looks mostly cloudy, a strong wind speed coming out of the southwest. Highs just in the mid-50s with the possibility of a passing drizzle. Tonight, those clouds continue, will fall into the 40s overnight. Tomorrow, very similar weather. Cloudy skies, temperatures just in the mid-50s, and a stronger wind speed. It looks to remain windy for most of this week. So this week is being fueled by lake effect. As for today, we do see more clouds than sun. It's going to be chilly with highs just in the 50s, and it is going to be windy. As for tonight, clouds continue with a low in the 40s. It remains windy for tomorrow, Wednesday. We see cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Thursday and Friday will be in the upper 50s, still windy. There is a passing low pressure system to the south of us, so it is possible we see some rain from that, but we do look mostly dry at this point, and our next heavier chance of rain looks to come in next weekend. Gary?
Yeah, it's fall.
Yeah, fall is here after summer last week. Now we're back to fall.
Like, slapped us in the face, didn't
I know, it did.
Hannah, thanks. The time right now is 5:49. It is time to welcome the news, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And a bit of a drizzly morning out there.
Yes, so we're seeing cloudy skies today. A drizzle is possible, and it's just going to be chilly.
Yeah, big change from last week at this time.
Yes, about a 20-degree temperature change because we were in the 70s and 80s last week, and then we'll be in the 50s this week.
Yeah, remember those days when it was so foggy all morning and then it got 80 degrees in the afternoon?
I do miss it. I like the summer weather.
Yeah.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are starting out in the 40s, 41 degrees in Richfield Springs and Inlet, and we have 42 degrees in Cooperstown. Highs today will just be in the 50s, so if you do like fall weather, this week is for you. We do remain below average in temperatures with highs in the 50s for this week. We are dry on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Most of the lake effect showers stay to the north due to a southwest wind kind of blowing it up there, but a passing drizzle is going to be possible today. More fall weather, excuse me, more fall weather is expected this week. I think the change of the temperature is kind of making me get some allergies, but we are going to be seeing cloudy skies this week, cooler weather just in the 50s. It's also going to remain windy with the chance of a few light showers and drizzle for this week. So today, cloudy skies, windy conditions, highs in the 50s. I will talk more about the change in the weather pattern coming up, Gary.
Just one sneeze, not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad today.
Hannah, thanks, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, breaking overnight,
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. Here's an update on the fall foliage. We are at our peak up in the North Country and past the peak in the Old Forge area. Seeing color in the Mohawk Valley and at midpoint the Southern Valleys. Southern Valleys look to reach their peak for this weekend if you did want to check out the fall foliage. And if you did want to get ahead on maybe some yard cleanup from the leaves, it would be a nice couple of days to do that. It's just going to be a little bit chilly. So today, tomorrow, Wednesday should be mostly dry. It's just going to be a little bit windy today, but it should be fine to do any yard cleanup or anything like that. And if you did want to spend time outside, it's okay for that. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, I'll say yes because we are going to be dry. It's just going to feel chilly outside because it is going to be a little bit windy, and definitely from a change in the weather last week, it's going to feel a little bit cooler. Gary.
Anna, thanks. If you've never heard of the Mohawk Valley Challengers, they're
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some clouds this morning. It's also chilly, and this week it's going to be much different than last week. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. We are seeing extra cloud cover to start this morning, but we are dry, so the roads should be fine to drive on. Here's a look at our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Dry conditions this morning. It looks like lake effect showers are going to stay north of us today due to the wind. The wind is coming out of the southwest. It is stronger, but it is keeping that lake effect to the north of us today. We will be mostly dry with cloud cover, but a passing drizzle is still possible. Our sky watchers have us in the 30s to 40s this morning, so pretty chilly outside. 38 degrees in Cold Brook, 39 degrees in Old Forge, and taking a look to the south, we have 35 degrees in Hartwick and 40 degrees in Milford. So if you do have off today for the holiday, it should be fine and it will be okay for that. If you do like the fall weather, today is definitely the day for you. We see a few peaks of sunshine, but extra cloud cover is expected. It will remain windy. We'll be in the low 50s in the afternoon and the mid 50s heading into later in the day. This week is going to be fueled by lake effect, so very similar days tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, where we do see extra cloud cover with a few peaks of sunshine, and it remains windy with the chance of some drizzle in the forecast. So this week is definitely going to be more fall-like compared to last week. A passing drizzle is possible today. We look mostly dry tomorrow and Wednesday, with the possibility of some more showers on Thursday and on Friday. So on our Skycast today, we do see extra cloud cover. We will just be in the mid-50s today for the high temperature, and we do see the chance of some drizzle, although it looks mostly dry, and that lake effect does stay to the north of us. Tonight, we remain in the 40s with cloudy skies continuing, and tomorrow, same thing. Cloudy skies will be in the mid-50s for the high temperature. It will be windy, and it looks like there is the chance of some very light drizzle as well. So today, expect more clouds than sun, but a few peaks of sunshine are expected. It will be windy, will be just in the mid-50s, and tonight will drop back down to the 40s. Tomorrow and Wednesday, mid-50s again with mostly cloudy skies. Thursday and Friday, upper 50s. There is a system to the south of us bringing rain, so we could see some showers from that, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, but then some heavier rain comes in next weekend. Gary.
Look at that, 39 overnight coming up.
Yes, it's going to get pretty chilly, a lot different than last week, what we're used to.
Yeah,
so.
definitely October now.
Yes, it is.
Hannah, thank you. Be sure to like us on Facebook. It's for this half hour. I'm Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And forget the weather for a minute. Let's talk about that $2 you're going to be putting on that $1.5 billion prize.
Yes, hopefully I win and I won't be here tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe not work ever again, right?
Yes, I would love that. So we'll see.
Despite you love what you do, though.
Yes, but I would love to be rich and not have to work again.
Good for you.
But this week it's going to feel more fall-like. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We're starting out in the 40s, 44 degrees in Whitesboro and Little Falls, 40 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Earlville. It is going to feel more fall-like this week. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies and temperatures in the 50s compared to the 70s and 80s last week. We are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A strong wind from the southwest will keep a lot of the lake effect showers to the north of us, but it is possible to see a passing drizzle for today. This week is going to be fueled by lake effect with cloudy skies, cooler weather, windy conditions, and the chance of drizzle. So for today, expect cloudy skies, temperatures in the 50s. It will be a little bit windy. I will talk more about the change in the weather this week. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. People in Rome are remembering
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. This week we are going to be in the 50s. So compared to the 70s and 80s last week, we see on average a 20 to 25 degree temperature difference. We'll just be in the mid 50s today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and then we'll reach the upper 50s towards the end of the week, Thursday and for Friday. It's also going to be very windy this week because our weather this week is fueled by lake effect, so lake effect clouds, lake effect drizzle, and we are going to be seeing windy conditions, it looks like, through most of this week. So much different this week. We're more fall-like with cloudy, cooler weather, chance of light showers as well, and windy conditions. Gary.
Thank you. It is National Menopause Month.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out chilly this morning with mostly cloudy skies, and today it's going to feel a lot more like fall. So let's take a look at Oneonta. We are seeing some extra cloud cover this morning, but it is also possible we see some colors from that sunrise. We are going to be seeing more clouds than sun today, but a few peaks of sunshine are possible. It is going to be cooler and windy. We do look to remain dry, though. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions this morning. A lot of that that lake effect is looking to stay north today because we see a wind coming in from the southwest, a strong wind creating some lake effect rain over Lake Ontario. But since it's from the southwest, it is pushing that rain to the north. So we look to remain mostly dry today, but we cannot rule out a passing drizzle. Our sky watchers have us in the 30s and 40s this morning, so pretty chilly outside. 39 degrees in Old Forge, 38 degrees in Cold Brook, and looking to the south, just 35 degrees in Hartwick and 40 degrees in Milford. So I know Nala is not too happy this morning. Same thing with her neighbor today, Milo. They are a little bit upset that it's cloudy and they're maybe seeing a passing drizzle, so they'll stay inside today and snuggle up with their owners. Hopefully Nala will snuggle with me later on. But if you do have off today for the holiday, it should be fine. It looks to be dry. We see a few peaks of sunshine this morning, and this afternoon will be in the lower 50s. For the evening, a little bit warmer in the mid-50s. But more clouds and sun is expected this week, although a few peaks of sunshine are possible. It looks to remain mostly dry this week. Since we are fueled by lake effect, though, there's always a chance of a passing drizzle. Passing drizzle possible today. We do look more dry tomorrow and Wednesday, just with that extra cloud cover, but then a passing shower is possible again for Thursday and Friday. So this week is mainly ruled by lake effect. We see lake effect clouds for today. Highs just in the 50s. That strong wind coming out of the southwest with a drizzle possible. Tonight, those clouds stay around. We'll be dropping into the 40s. Tomorrow, same thing. Lake effect clouds for the day. Highs just in the mid-50s. That strong wind coming out of the southwest and a passing drizzle is possible. So today, expect some sun this morning and in the afternoon, but it does look to be more cloudy than sunny. We'll be just in the mid-50s for the high temperature, a big change from last week, and we are below average for this time of year with windy conditions. Tonight will be cloudy with the low in the 40s, but if you do like fall, this week is definitely your week. We are below average temperature. We're just going to be in the mid-50s tomorrow and Wednesday, mostly dry and mostly cloudy. Thursday and Friday, upper 50s with the chance of a few showers due to a system to the south of us. And Saturday and Sunday looks like we are going to be seeing our next chance of heavier rain. Gary.
So good fall-like weather is
Yes.
here to stay for a while.
Yes, so I like summer, so I like last week, this week. I don't really like fall weather, but if you do like fall weather, then this week is for you.
Hannah, thank you. Right now, innovative.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us at 7 a.m. on the CW11. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get ready for an October-like week this week.
Yes, so compared to last week, we were in the 70s and 80s. We'll be in the 50s this week, so big difference.
Yeah, from August to October, just like that.
Yes, but if you do like fall, this week is definitely for you. So let's take a look now at our Nexus Center camera. We are seeing a beautiful sunrise start this morning. Some clouds have cleared out to see the nice colors from the sunrise, so make sure to check that out. We are going to be seeing extra cloud cover today, though, and it is going to be on the cooler side. We're just in the 40s this morning, 40 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Earlville, and today we'll just reach the 50s. We will be dry. This is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but we cannot rule out the possibility of a passing drizzle since most of our weather this week is fueled by lake effect. We are seeing lake effect clouds, so a passing drizzle is possible. Also, it is going to be windy today. So more fall weather for this week will be in the 50s with cloudy skies, windy conditions as well, and there's always the chance of a few light showers. So for today, expect cloudy skies. Some peaks of sunshine are possible. We'll be windy and in the 50s. I will talk a little bit more about the cooler weather this week coming up, Gary.
Anna, thank you. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Breaking overnight.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some clouds this morning, and today it looks to be more cloudy with cooler weather than last week. So let's take a look now over Oneonta. We are seeing some peaks of that sunrise this morning. Really nice sunrise expected, but we are also seeing some extra cloud cover lingering around. This week it does look more on the cloudy side. fueled by lake effect along with cooler weather, definitely compared to last week. So we are dry this morning on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. But lake effect showers stay to the north of us today. This is due to a strong wind from the southwest. So that's pushing lake effect showers to the north. It is possible, though, to see a drizzle or two because we are seeing lake effect clouds in the area for today. Our sky watchers have us in the 30s and 40s this morning. Just 39 degrees in Old Forge and 38 degrees in Cold Brook. Looking to the south, just 35 degrees in Hartwick and 40 degrees in Milford. But if you do have off today for the holiday, it should be a nice fall day. It is going to remain below average for temperature, but we are going to be seeing some peaks of sunshine, lower 50s at noon and mid 50s this evening. And once again, it's going to be windy. We cannot rule out a passing drizzle. So this week is fueled by lake effect. That means we are going to be seeing extra cloud cover. A few breaks in those clouds are possible, though, for this week. But we also see the possibility of a drizzle, especially for today. We do look mostly dry tomorrow and Wednesday. And once again, Thursday, Friday, there is the possibility of a passing shower. We'll also be on the windier side this week. Wind speeds today reaching up to 10 to 15 miles per hour. We are going to be more on the cloudy side, more clouds than sun, but a few peaks of sunshine are possible. We'll just be in the mid 50s for the high temperature, so that's around a 20 to 25 degree temperature difference than last week. Passing drizzle is possible. Tonight it stays cloudy overnight with the low falling into the 40s. Tomorrow, same thing as today. We do see extra cloud cover, more clouds than sun. Highs in the mid 50s, a stronger wind speed from the southwest, and the passing drizzle is possible. So expect some sun this morning. We're seeing some sun from that sunrise. Peaks of sunshine are possible throughout the day, but it does look mostly cloudy. It will be windy with highs just in the 50s, so a lot different than last week, and we are below average for this time of year in temperature. Tonight will fall into the 40s and we will stay cloudy. Below average temperature this week continues. If you do like fall weather, this week is definitely more for you compared to last week. We'll just be in the mid 50s tomorrow and Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Upper 50s Thursday and Friday, mostly cloudy, but there is the chance of a shower because there's a system moving to the south of us. And we will be seeing heavier rain return next weekend with highs just in the low 50s.
Your forecast. Here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking more fall weather this week compared to summer weather last week. Cloudy skies continue today with temperatures just in the 50s. Here's a look now at our Mesonet cameras. We are seeing some peaks of sunshine, some parts of blue skies, but it is mostly cloudy today, and it will continue to be mostly cloudy for the rest of this week, with our temperatures just ranging in the 50s. Right now, just 52 degrees for the temperature, and it is a bit windy. Our winds coming in from the southwest at 11 miles per hour at this point. So it's windy today, it's chilly, so it is going to feel more fall-like this week compared to the 70s and 80s last week with sunshine. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies, cooler than average temperatures for this time of year, and because we are seeing lake effect clouds, there is a chance of a few light showers for this week. But for today, we look mostly dry and cloudy, highs in the 50s. It will be windy. I will talk more about this cooler weather this week coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Utica man is facing charges.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking mostly cloudy skies this afternoon, and it's definitely feeling a little bit more like fall outside. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Clouds have moved in. We are still seeing a few peaks of sunshine, a few peaks of blue skies, but it is looking to be mostly cloudy for the rest of the day, but it will be mostly dry. Here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions, but since these are lake effect clouds, it is is possible to see a drizzle be produced at all during the day, but if anything, it will just be a passing drizzle. The rain looks to stay to the north of us. We can see here a strong southwest wind blowing over Lake Ontario, but that's pushing that rain to stay to the north of us, and we're mostly dry from that today. We're much cooler this week compared to last week. We're just going to be ranging in the 50s for this week. Even just 45 degrees here at noon in Old Forge, 56 degrees in Mohawk, and 54 degrees in Ilion. So a little bit cooler. It's also a bit windy outside, so it's making it feel a bit chilly, along with cloudy skies. We're not really seeing any sunshine. I know Nala and Milo are a little bit upset at that today. Cloudy skies continue, a drizzle is possible, so they'll stay inside and snuggle up for the rest of the day. It looks to remain mostly cloudy for the rest of the week. We are just going to be seeing a few breaks in the clouds for some sunshine for tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And every day this week, there is just a slight chance of seeing a passing shower or a passing drizzle because those are lake effect clouds. But if you did want to take a look at the fall foliage up in the North Country, they are at their peak at this point and past peak in the Old Forge area. We're seeing some colors still in the Mohawk Valley, and it looks like the southern valleys will be at their peak heading into this upcoming weekend. So if your area is at its peak or past its peak, or you're seeing leaves on the ground or want to do any yard work, I would say for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday this week should be nice days to do that. Once again, a very small chance of rain. If we do see anything, it's just going to be a passing drizzle. The only thing about today is, though, it is a bit windy, but other than that, we are seeing mostly dry conditions. So today on our Skycast, definitely feeling more like fall. Cloudy skies, our temperatures are below average for this time of year with highs just in the 50s. A passing drizzle is possible and it will stay windy. Tonight will fall into the 40s with cloudy skies continuing. And tomorrow, same thing as today. Cloudy skies, breezy conditions, highs just in the 50s, and a passing drizzle is possible. So today, expect mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of a wind, and highs are just going to be in the mid-50s. As for tonight, it stays cloudy with the low falling into the 40s. This week is going to feel like fall will just be in the 50s. We will continue to see lake effect clouds through Friday. Our next real chance of rain comes in next weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. A pilot from Texas is recounting how he narrowly averted disaster. Half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking a more fall-like day today compared to summer days last week. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies and temperatures just in the 50s. So let's take a look now at our Mesonet cameras across central New York. We are seeing mostly cloudy skies, but a few peaks of blue skies and sunshine are still possible today. But it does look like we will be seeing more clouds than sun. That will keep us cooler. We'll just reach the mid-50s today, along with windy conditions. Winds coming out of the southwest right now at 11 miles per hour, but we will be dry for most of today. We are just going to be seeing more fall-like weather for this week with cloudy skies. Temperatures just in the 50s. This is below average for this time of year, so it is a lot cooler, and there is the chance of a few light showers, very small chance of a passing shower or drizzle almost every day this week. So for today, chance of a passing drizzle, cloudy skies, temperatures in the 50s. It is going to be windy. I will talk a little bit more about the cooler weather this week coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. People in Rome are remembering former Mayor Carl.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking cloudy skies for the rest of the day, and it's cooler, feeling a little bit more like fall. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Cloudy skies have moved in. A few peaks of sunshine are still possible for the rest of the day, but it does look to stay mostly cloudy and mostly dry with cooler weather for this week. Here's a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, mostly dry, but we see a few specks of green. A passing drizzle is possible for the rest of this afternoon. This is due to lake effect clouds bringing in the cloudy skies. So with lake effect, it's possible to see a passing drizzle. But most of the rain from this lake effect system is going to stay to the north because the wind is coming from the southwest, blowing over Lake Ontario, keeping it up north. But we are a lot cooler today. Our skywatchers just have us in the 40s to 50s here at noon. Just 45 degrees in Old Forge and 54 degrees in Ilion. It looks to stay in the 50s with cloudy skies for the rest of the week. Definitely feeling like fall rather than summer, what we felt last week. A few breaks in the clouds are possible for some sunshine, but once again, more clouds than sun is expected for tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and for Friday. But we are increasing our fall foliage. We're seeing peak colors in the North Country right now, and we're past peak up in the Old Forge area. Mohawk Valley seeing some color almost at midpoint, and then it is looking like southern valleys are going to be at their peak this weekend. So it may be nice to check that out over the next coming days or the next coming weeks. And if you did want to get a head start on any yard work, like raking any leaves or anything like that, it is going to be a fine next couple of days to do that, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Small chance of rain, once again, if we do see anything, just a passing drizzle, but everything mostly stays dry. Just that today, it's a little bit windy outside, 10 to 15 miles per hour wind speeds. So today on our Skycast, a few passing drizzles are possible throughout the rest of the afternoon with cloudy skies and windy conditions. Tonight, we stay cloudy with the low in the 40s. Tomorrow, same thing, cloudy skies, lake effect clouds, some drizzle is possible as well, and it remains windy with temperatures just in the 50s. So for the rest of today, expect highs just to be in the 50s. We stay windy. We stay mostly cloudy as well, with the clouds continuing into the overnight. It is feeling a lot more like fall this week. Temperatures are below average for this time of year in the 50s. We are going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies and the chance of light showers through Friday. Heavier rain comes in next weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. It is National Menopause Awareness Month.
Forecast, we're bringing Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Kind of a dreary day out there today.
Yeah, the clouds is being very stubborn, and this is going to be our weather for most of the week. If you're a fan of sunshine, kind of a rough week here, but I know a lot of people can't wait to get some of this cooler weather, and this cooler weather is going to be sticking around here for the rest of the week. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We could occasionally get a sprinkle, a lot of cloud cover today, just about all of it coming from the Great Lakes, lake effect cloud cover, and an occasional sprinkle is possible here this evening, tonight, and tomorrow, but it's going to be few and far between. And the radar is just going to have a hard time picking up on it. Current temperature is 53 degrees. Continued cloud cover. We may get a few breaks of sunshine, but the clouds are going to be dominating the skies over the next several days, and it will be chilly at night. There will be some marginal chances for frost ahead. I'll pick out what nights I think will be more likely than others, and rain looks to return this weekend. Cloudy skies this evening, temperatures in the 50s. Again, a cool week ahead. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. We're following breaking news into the News Channel.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Cool temperatures, cloud cover. This is going to linger throughout the week. Not very much change in our weather compared to what we're seeing out there today. Let's take a live look outside. This is a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Plenty of cloud cover. This is being caused by the Great Lakes. Cooler air blowing over warmer water is creating lake effect cloud cover. We're not seeing rain like we did yesterday because the difference between the cooler temperatures and the warmer water is a little bit less. But still, cloud cover and an occasional sprinkle that the radar is just going to have a hard time finding will be part of the forecast here over the next couple of days. Here's a live look in downtown Utica. Again, overcast skies continue. Fall foliage was nice up north, and it still is. There are still some nice pockets of color. This picture from Bill Patterson taken on Black Bear Mountain. This was earlier this month. Of course, you can see all the sunshine that we had. Fall colors will work their way down into the Mohawk Valley here in about the next week and a half. With cooler weather, we have some chilly nights ahead. I wanted to highlight Thursday night as the night most likely to produce frost in the outlying areas. We have not had a frost in the Mohawk Valley yet, but as we head later into the week, some of the spots that have already seen frost could see them again Thursday night. There is a small chance that this could happen tomorrow night too. So if you're trying to keep that garden growing and moving along, if you live in one of the colder spots, it wouldn't be a bad idea to cover the plants again tomorrow night and especially Thursday night. Temperatures are on the cool side. Whitesboro 52, Little Falls 53, across Southern Valley, Sherburne 50, Cooperstown 51, and 47 in Skenevis. Temperatures stay consistently cooler than average this week. Notice the overnight lows generally in the 40s, but again, Thursday night we're down to 36 degrees. The reason why the weather isn't changing very much is because of the jet stream. It's stuck. We've got an area of low pressure to the north that's circulating cooler air, and it's keeping cloud cover around. You can see some of the rain to the north. This area of low pressure is not going to move very much. It's going to gradually weaken. We'll be on the very southern flank of this. So again, we're going to see plenty of cloud cover, cooler weather, and a bit of a breeze. It's not going to be windy, but we'll have a breeze here, especially in the afternoons over the next several days. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. Tomorrow morning, cloudy skies in the mid-40s. In the morning time, we'll climb into the upper 50s in the afternoon. Again, a slight chance of a shower is possible in the afternoon. The majority of the day looks dry. Cloudy skies continue into tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the low 40s, and then we'll see more cloud cover on Wednesday with high temperatures in the upper 50s. Cloudy tonight, down to 40. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, 57 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The next weather maker arrives over the weekend. That will likely bring us some rain. Right now, it looks like the heavy rain will pass south, but it's pretty close. So we've got rain in the forecast both Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures remain consistently cool, very fall-like here with temperatures in the 50s all week.
Well, it is fall.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bill. The Whitesboro Farmers Market. Let's get you back to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis talking about the mowcast. Hey, I listened. I mowed on Friday.
And the grass is still growing, so if you haven't gotten a chance to cut it lately, you do have a few options here. Really, any time this week is going to be okay. We do have plenty of cloud cover. It will be cool and breezy, but the weather will generally be dry over the next several days. Our mowcast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. It's going to take a hard frost for the grass to stop growing. We haven't gotten that cold yet, and we don't see conditions like that in the near future. So again, the grass will continue to grow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We have been occasionally getting lake effect sprinkles today. We'll see a few more of them tonight, tomorrow, and over the next several days. It's going to be a cool one if you're going to be taking the dog out for a walk this evening. Temperatures will be in the 50s. You'll likely need a light jacket. Tonight's featured dog, Jameson from Deerfield. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. We're tracking cool weather this week. A look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Hey, we've got some breaking news.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Fall is in the air. Temperatures in the 50s. This type of weather we're experiencing today will be around for the rest of the week. If you're going to be doing some apple picking, this is the kind of weather that reminds you of doing that, right? Temperatures will be in the 50s tomorrow. We're looking at cloudy skies and continued cool weather. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We've been keeping an eye on things, and an occasional sprinkle shows up here. What we're seeing today, lake effect cloud cover, and again, it could produce a sprinkle every now and then. That'll be the case over the next several days, but most of the next several days will be dry. We continue to get some great fall pictures from our viewers. This picture from Cliff in New Hartford, reflections of fall color. Gorgeous shot here. We're continuing to see some beautiful colors starting to show up in the lower elevation. Still a little ways away from peak color in the Mohawk Valley. A live look in Cooperstown. The clouds are going to be very stubborn over the next several days, but they do keep temperatures from free falling at night. We'll have some chilly weather at night, but in general, we stay away from frost. The exception looks to be Thursday night. A lot of places get down into the 30s, so keep an eye on that. If you're still trying to keep the garden going, you might have to cover your garden Thursday night. Barneveld, 51 degrees. West Leiden, 47, 45 in Old Forge. Mohawk, Jeff with 52. Cooperstown, 49. Edmonston, 50 degrees. And Westford checking in with 49. Temperatures are going to be consistently cooler than average throughout the rest of the week. And this has to do with the weather pattern that we're under. We've got low pressure to the north that is in its last stage. It's in what we call the cutoff stage, the occluded stage, which means it doesn't go anywhere. It's just going to sit here and spin, produce clouds. We're going to be on the very southern fringe of this weather system, so we're away from the rain. And yes, that blue is snow happening in Canada from this. So definitely could be worse. The weather is going to continue to stay like this with cloudy skies over the next several days. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the 40s, cloudy skies. Tomorrow, cloudy skies continue throughout the day. Notice Skycast is occasionally showing a few blips of green here. Those are lake effect sprinkles. We may see them occasionally, but again, most of the days look to be dry. Temperatures will be near 60 degrees tomorrow. Tomorrow night, cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We do this again on Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies with high temperatures in the upper 50s. Cloudy tonight, a low of 40. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, high temperature of 57, light breeze. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather looks to change for the weekend. Our next area of low pressure arrives from the south, likely bringing us rain both Saturday and Sunday. The heaviest rain looks to be south of our area, so we're on the northern fringe. We'll keep an eye on that, though, in case things change. We'll keep you posted. Temperatures in the upper 50s again as we look ahead to next Monday. We'll be right back.
Forecast at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Seasonably cool weather will continue as we head throughout the week. Plenty of cloud cover across the region will also continue. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Not much going on across the area. I can't rule out a sprinkle this evening. Otherwise, generally cloudy, cool one. Temperatures 52 degrees. We've had a light breeze throughout the day. Our weather headlines, the weather doesn't change very much over the next several days. The cloud cover will continue. We have a few marginal chances for frost ahead, one particular night to highlight if you're trying to keep the garden going. And rain looks to return as we head into the weekend. Temperatures in the 50s this evening, cloudy skies. We are tracking again some cooler temperatures ahead. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. There's currently a water main.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Fall is here, and temperatures are going to remain in the 50s as we head throughout the week. Clouds are going to be very stubborn. If you're a fan of sunshine, you're probably not going to like this forecast. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Plenty of lake effect clouds continue to blanket central New York. We've occasionally have seen a sprinkle from these, but for the most part, the weather stays dry over the next several days. Beautiful shot of fall foliage. This was taken earlier in the month by Bill Patterson. Black Bear Mountain. Absolutely gorgeous scene here. We do appreciate all the photos we've been getting from our viewers. A lot of them are posted on Facebook, too, if you want to check them out. Live look in Oneonta. A couple of breaks in the overcast here, but the skies are mainly cloudy. Going to bed tonight, I want to think about turning up the heat, or at least first thing tomorrow morning, because temperatures are expected to drop down into the low 40s. We've got a couple of chilly nights ahead, and I wanted to highlight Thursday night in particular. That is where we could see temperatures in the 30s, the mid-30s for the outlying areas, which means frost may be possible. I know a lot of folks are trying to extend the garden as long as you can. You may want to consider covering the garden or bringing in sensitive vegetation. We'll have a reminder for this too as we get closer. Again, this is going to be for Thursday night. Temperatures in the 50s this evening. New Hartford 53. Is chillier north, Old Forge 45. Across Southern Valleys, Sequoia 49, Richfield 49, and Morris checking in with 50 degrees. Temperatures remain consistently cool throughout the week. We'll be in the 50s during the day and into the 40s generally at night, but again, Thursday night, I want to point out 36, and one of the reasons why Thursday night looks to be colder than the other nights is because skies likely will be clearing out. To the north we go. Our main driver of weather this week is an area of low pressure that is going to sit here and spin and bring plenty of cloud cover. The steadier rain with this will stay to the north. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. It remains cloudy throughout the majority of Tuesday. High temperatures in the upper 50s. Very small chance for a brief sprinkle or passing shower from the lakes. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop down into the low 40s. More cloud cover on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper 50s. Cloudy tonight, low of 40. Tomorrow, a cloudy afternoon, light breeze, high temperature of 57. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We should see a few glimpses of sunshine, but still mainly cloudy Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Temperatures in the upper 50s. The next weather maker arrives for the weekend, likely bringing widespread rain, especially south. We'll keep you posted. I know a lot of folks that want to get out and enjoy fall and have the weekend off. So far, it's not looking good.
Looking for the sunshine.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you got to mow the lawn, because you're gonna, it's still growing.
It's still
You've got
growing.
3 days here coming up.
We do
this
have
week.
some dry weather, yes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Some beautiful pictures out there, and this is Piseco, New York.
Yeah, this is Panther Mountain. This was taken earlier this week from Alyssa. Great color, peak color.
Wow, yeah.
Stunning. The weather isn't going to be quite this nice over the next few days. You're
So
gonna
enjoy the pictures.
Enjoy the pictures. The foliage is still nice. The weather, not so much. If you're looking for sunshine, that is. I know a lot of folks are excited that temperatures are in the 50s again, but it is going to come at a little bit of a cost here, and that is going to be the cloud cover that we'll be experiencing for the next several days. Current temperature is 48 degrees. With the cloud cover, it will prevent temperatures from falling more than they would. We'll keep the temperatures out of the 30s, is what I should say. But it will be pretty chilly tonight. And this is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the region. We're expecting clouds to linger around tonight. Overnight lows drop to around 40 degrees. So again, we stay away from frost tonight. But you might want to think about turning on the heat first thing tomorrow morning. If you had to do that this morning, you'll likely have to do that again tomorrow morning. We are tracking a seasonably chilly week ahead. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A traffic alert to pass along.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty quiet across our area, but we look to the north and west, and we can see some lake effect rain showers out near Oswego, up towards Watertown. We'll be keeping an eye on these, but the wind direction should keep lake effect rain from our area. It should be generally north and west of our area, but it is going to continue to be on the cool side. We'll see plenty of cloud cover over the next several days. Fall colors, remarkable, especially across the Adirondacks earlier this week. This picture taken by Cliff Fletcher from New Hartford, capturing the fall color reflected off the lake. That is a great shot, very creative. And lots more fall pictures on Facebook. You can check it out. We have some really talented local photographers. Live look in Oneonta. It is mostly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows look to drop to near 40. We'll stay away from frost, though. I wanted to highlight tomorrow night, and especially Thursday night. Thursday night in particular, temperatures are expected to drop into the 30s, which means the outlying areas may see a frost. If you're looking to keep the garden going, you might want to consider covering your plants on these nights. We'll have reminders as we get closer. We'll be a little bit more specific on how widespread the frost could be. Temperatures over the next several days will be in the upper 50s. This is a few degrees below our average high of 63, but we're not that far off. Overnight lows are much colder than average, into the 40s for most nights, and again, Thursday night down to 36 in the Mohawk Valley. As we look at the radar and satellite image, low pressure to the north is what's driving our current weather pattern. This area of low pressure is stuck. It's going to stay here and produce plenty of clouds and rain across Canada. We'll be on the southern flank of this, so we're going to stay away from the rain. But again, we will be seeing cloud cover. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, mostly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. A cloudy day tomorrow, generally from start to finish. We could see a lake effect sprinkle, but again, I think we're generally dry. Temperatures climb into the upper 50s. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. And we'll do this again on Wednesday. Mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures once again in the upper 50s. Cloudy tonight, a low of 40. A cloudy day tomorrow with a high temperature of 57. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Generally cloudy skies here throughout the week. It's dry. We may see a few breaks of sunshine as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but it is mostly cloudy Our change in the weather comes over the weekend where we're tracking the possibility of some rain both Saturday and Sunday. You can see temperatures remain in the 50s.
So it's looking like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, outdoor stuff if you need to get it done. Maybe mow the lawn one more time.
Mow the lawn, maybe stack firewood.
Absolutely. And raking, I'll tell you what, those
Raking.
leaves are coming down.
For sure.
Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, how the war in the forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. And while it was, really not a sunny day and might not be for a while, we do have plenty of great pictures to share.
Yeah, some fantastic pictures. This picture from Alyssa taken in Piseco Panther Mountain. That's
Those colors.
Great hike, and the colors are great. This was earlier in the week. Lots of great colors still showing up across the Mohawk Valley. If we could just get a little bit of sunshine. That's going to be harder to come by. We're looking at a generally cloudy, cool weather pattern throughout the rest of this week. But with the cloud cover, that also means it doesn't cool off as much at night. The clouds act sort of like a blanket, keeping us from free falling. Our current temperature is still a chilly 47 degrees, but we will stay away from any frost tonight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet across our area. Tonight, overnight lows are expected to drop down into the low 40s. Again, a pretty chilly night ahead. You might need to turn on the heat in the morning. If you needed it this morning, you'll need it tomorrow morning. We are tracking cooler temperatures throughout the week. A look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A traffic alert to pass along.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're going to be stuck underneath a cool, cloudy weather pattern for the next several days. We do have some rain showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is lake effect rain. The wind direction is primarily from the southwest, so this lake effect rain will stay out of the News Channel 2 viewing area. This is going to be more of a concern, or it's going to impact areas like Watertown and Oswego over the next 24 hours. Beautiful fall color, a lot of great pictures. I showed you the one on Panther Mountain. This one is from Cliff Fletcher at New Hartford, taking a photo of the Adirondack Lake. Beautiful color here. Got some great reflections off the water. And again, a big thank you to all of our folks that have been submitting pictures. You can find more on Facebook. Live look outside. This is Oneonta. Things look pretty quiet. We have a couple of chilly nights ahead. I want to particularly point out Thursday night. That is when temperatures could fall into the 30s across a good portion of the area. So frost is going to be possible, if not likely, in some of the colder spots in our area. And several places have already had a frost in some of the colder pockets of central New York, but the Mohawk Valley has not. I think that we will have to watch clearing skies over the next couple of days. That will cause temperatures to fall into the 30s, and it looks like Thursday will be the day to watch. If you want to keep that garden going, you might have to cover your plants heading into Thursday night. Temperatures over the next several days will hover in the upper 50s, which is cooler than average. We're typically in the low 60s this time of the year. Of course, it's a far cry from the 80s that we experienced last week. But again, this is more typical of the weather that we get this time of the year compared to last week. And again, some chilly nights ahead too. As we look at the radar and satellite image, one of the things keeping our weather so consistent is the fact that the atmosphere is clogged. There's a block in the atmosphere and it's preventing things from moving. We're experiencing this area of low pressure to the north. The rain with it is going to stay north, but we will see the cloud cover and some of the cooler weather with it. That low pressure center will eventually weaken over the next several days. But again, we'll be on the very southern flank of this, seeing plenty of cloud cover. Tonight, cloudy skies, overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We'll see plenty of cloud cover again tomorrow. Very small chance of a passing shower, but again, most of the day looks dry. Cloudy skies continue tomorrow night, and we do this again on Wednesday. Notice the rain generally stays to our north here over the next 48 hours. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 40. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, 57 for the high.
Broken record?
I'm a broken record. This is just the beginning as we get into the cooler months. We get a lot of cloud cover here, and we'll see more of it here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Temperatures in the upper 50s. The next change in the weather comes with some rain possible over the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. I know, kind of a bummer because we're getting closer to peak color, closer to home.
Those that were looking forward to turning the heat on, putting on the hoodies, and getting out and finishing that last-minute lawn stuff, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the days to do it.
Exactly, yep.
All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, how the war